Hi everyone, Janie here, and welcome back to my garden. It feels so good to say that. I have been gone. I took last week off of posting, really doing anything for social media, just to kind of rest and relax and enjoy the holidays with my family. I hope you all had a fantastic holiday season with your family, and Happy New Year. You're all watching this on January 1st. It's so funny that, I was thinking what day I was going to come back, and then I saw Monday was January 1st, and I thought, oh, well, that is perfect. And I do have to say, the whole week that I wasn't filming, I kind of felt like I was missing something. I kept thinking I was forgetting to do something, and what I was forgetting to do was film and post and read all your comments and talk to all of you. So basically I'm trying to say I missed you all, and I'm happy to be back. So being that today is January 1st, the first day of 2024, I thought today would be a perfect time to kind of look back on my past year, or our past year, or Dig Plant Water Repeat's past year, I should say. It has been an incredible year. I don't even think that's the right word to describe 2023. It has just been so fantastic, so wonderful. So many fun things have happened, and it's gone by so quickly that it almost, it's like I don't even remember what I did at the beginning of the year. That feels like years ago, when really it was just a couple months ago. So today what I wanted to do is I wanted to do a little bit of a look back on my top 10, well, I should say my most memorable moments of 2023. I don't want to say they're the tops, they're like the best moments of 2023. They're just really big moments in my year and my channel's year that I think that it's fun to kind of look back on and say, oh yeah, that was 6 months ago. So the first moment I want to look back on is meeting my friend Robbie from Visit Our Garden. If you can believe it, we haven't even been friends for a year, which is crazy because it feels like I've known him forever. I just got so lucky to have had the opportunity to meet someone that is such a wonderful and great friend. So Robbie, he has the YouTube channel Visit Our Garden. He and I did not cross paths in the beginning of the year. We followed each other on Instagram, and I liked his posts and I really liked his style, but that was about it. And then I knew he lived close to me. I knew he lived 2 hours away from me. And so just on a whim, I messaged him and I said, hey, can I come up and do a garden tour, film a garden tour of your garden? And he said yes. And I went up there, and it was like meant to be. We were immediately best friends and having so much fun with each other. He's like an annoying brother and a best friend wrapped all up in one. And so half the time I'm mad and annoyed at him, and the other half of the time I love him and want to give him a kiss and a hug. So he has just been so much fun. He honestly has changed my life this past year. I love talking to him. I love bouncing ideas off of him. He's the same for me. And it's just so nice to have a gardening friend. He is a gardener's gardener. Like, he gets really, really excited about plants and flowers just like I do. And it's just so much fun to be around him. So here's a couple clips of some of our shenanigans in the past year. It is bright and early this morning, and I am actually about to get in the car to go see my friend Robbie from Visit Our Garden. I am here at Robbie's. Thank you for having me.
I'm so glad you're here.
So I took a quick peek around the property already. It is so beautiful. It's like the video doesn't do it justice. And you have to do a house tour, and you have to do a full garden tour, and you have to do an aviary tour. I mean, it
all
is
of the tours.
All the above. It is so beautiful. So I cannot wait to show you all what he's got going on.
This was just waist-high weeds. There was no earthworms in the soil. There wasn't a bird. There wasn't anything here.
Yeah. So
and now we have doves. We have finches. We have worms, butterflies, everything.
Beautiful.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What on earth are you doing? You are a strange man. We got this, guys. We got
So So I think it's evident he and I have the best time when we are around each other, and I'm so excited to spend another year with my lovely gardening friend. The next big moment for me in 2023 is, well, it wasn't really a moment, it was 16 weeks, and that was my Master Gardener's training. In January of 2023, I started my Master Gardener's training, and I actually took all of you along with me. I filmed all of it, every single week of it, and gave you all updates on what I was learning and what I felt about the program. And I do have a Master Gardeners playlist I will link down below if any of you are interested in seeing how the process was for me. Of course, every county or every state is a little bit different. This is just how my experience was. But my Master Gardener's journey kind of took like a sharp turn pretty quickly on my training. I started the Master Gardener's training because I felt like I needed the label of Master Gardener to be taken seriously as a gardener. I come from a healthcare background, and labels are super important to healthcare. Those of you who work in healthcare know it's really, really important to get that that comma and letters after your name to be taken seriously in healthcare. And I had the same thought process with gardening. So I knew I wanted to become a master gardener, but once I got into the program and I started learning what it was really about, and what it's about is learning. What Master Gardeners is about is teaching. They basically teach us as trainees how to research and how to experiment and how to make our own opinions about gardening as a whole, and then we can help the next round of people or the general public. And it completely changed from me doing the process to almost get a label just so that I could tell myself that I knew what I was talking about, to really looking at gardening differently and how I approach gardening differently. And now I know that there's no rights and wrongs in gardening. There's just opinions, and none of us should be shamed for doing something one way and not the other way, because things change every single year and new research comes out and all that kind of stuff. So getting my Master Gardener certification was huge. And it's not just because I am now a master gardener, it's because I have a complete different outlook on gardening and my education around gardening. So let's take a little look at my Master Gardener's experience this past year. So one of the most fun things about my job as a YouTuber, as a content creator, is honestly my job. And what I mean by that is it is my job to seek out interesting plants, gardeners, gardens, experiences, pretty much anything gardening related that I can share with all of you. And it's been so much fun. It's been so much fun to seek out the amazing things that there are in our world. So this past year, my mom texted me and said, hey, have you heard of the Skagit Valley Tulip Festival? And I said, yes, of course I have. And she asked me if I wanted to go. And this was like weeks before the festival. And so I thought, hey, this is my job. My job is to go seek out these experiences, film them, and share them with all of you. So for my job, I had to go on a work trip, and I went with my mom earlier this year, to the Skagit Valley Tulip Festival. And if you have an opportunity to go, you have to go. It's the image of just fields and fields and fields of tulips and daffodils is incredible. And I don't think I can get it across in film. I was trying to explain it while I was there and verbalize it, but it is just the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And it makes me want to go to Amsterdam, the Netherlands, so much more, because I feel like this is like baby tulip festival and that's like massive tulip festival. So I definitely want to go. But going to the tulip festival with my mom was so much fun. It was such a fun work trip. Here's a couple clips of our trip up to Washington, Skagit Valley. Hi everyone, Janie here with my mom Trish. It is, Saturday was her birthday, but for her birthday, we decided to go on an impromptu trip up to the Skagit Valley in Washington so we could see the gorgeous tulips. We're not even here in the peak time because the weather has been a little bit cooler this year. They said that we're a couple weeks behind of like peak tulips, but we're here and it's incredible. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. What is that? Does it have a name? So you can see there's still fields of tulips almost ready to go. But we're headed over that way where all the early season tulips are. Okay, I don't think I am showing this well enough how absolutely incredible this place is. So the next moment I have to share with all of you, when I look back, this is probably the biggest moment of 2023 for me, if not for the past couple years. It was a big, big deal for me personally, and that is participating in the Pence Gallery Garden Tour. So back in summer of 2022, the summer before, I got a call from two lovely ladies from the Pence Art Gallery in town asking if, one, I knew what the Pence Gallery Garden Tour was and if I'd be willing to participate. And what they didn't know is that, yes, I absolutely knew what the Pence Gallery Garden Tour was. It was a running joke in my family. Whenever anybody asked me what I wanted for my birthday, for Christmas, for Mother's Day, I would always say, I want to be in the Pence Gallery Garden Tour. And it was this joke that I would say with my daughters, and they would say, Mommy, we're going to get you in the Pence Gallery Garden Tour this year. That's what we're going to give you for Mother's Day. And it was just a fun joke. I never thought that I would be asked to be in it because I didn't have a big house and I didn't, we don't have a ton of money. We don't have like a huge sprawling garden or anything like that. So when I was asked to be in the garden tour, it was such an incredible, I can't even tell you, it was such an honor because it just made me feel so special that I have this relatively modest garden. This is my last garden, and they would, ask me to be in the tour. So as soon as they asked me, absolutely yes. And then pretty much every spare moment of my life from then on until May of 2023 was preparation for the garden tour. And I had so much fun preparing for it. I didn't stress. I stressed a little bit, but not a lot. I was just having fun with it. And then what made it even more wonderful is that a lot of you, I talked about it on the channel, and a lot of you came out to be there and to meet me and to say hi and to support me. And it was just the most wonderful day of my life. It was so much fun to show off all my hard work in my garden, to be around like-minded people that are gardeners, and then to meet a lot of you that have done so much in supporting me and supporting my dreams and doing the YouTube channel. So it was a day. It was the day of 2023, I feel like. So let's watch a couple clips of the Pence Gallery garden tour. It is garden tour day.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
Yes.
Me too, a little bit. Looking back, like, brings tears to my eyes. It was just so much fun. I will just always cherish that. That was just such a fantastic day. So the next day, the day after that, I met someone very, very special in my life, and his name is Michael Glassman. And Michael Glassman was actually also in the Pence Gallery garden tour. And on a whim, I decided to ask the other participants if they would be willing to let me come and film their garden to show you all, to do a garden tour for my channel. And Michael Glassman said yes, and so I went and I filmed his garden. And as soon as I met him, it was like, I love him so much. He's my best friend. I want to be around him all the time because his passion for gardening and garden design was so infectious. Anytime you get within 10 feet of that man, it is like, it's like a whole new world. It's so fantastic. And he's that way on camera and off camera, just so you all know. I'm sure those of you that have had consultations with him would agree with me. He's just so fantastic. So I filmed his garden, his personal garden, for my channel. I will link that video down below. And we had so much fun talking about gardening that he asked if I wanted to come film a couple other gardens that he had designed. And we had so much fun with that. It was so great. And then we decided we were going to move to this big blank space of a property. And so he called me one day and he asked me if maybe he could come and he could design my garden and I could film it and we could basically show all of you what it's like to work with a landscape designer. So it was this really, really great co-creation between my filming and enthusiasm for gardening and his garden design and professionalism and enthusiasm for gardening. And we just came together and he designed my garden and it is incredible. And I'm so excited. And it's worth its weight in gold, you guys. It is absolutely worth its weight in gold because now every step I make in my garden, I have my ultimate garden design in mind. So I'm not making any mistakes. Every step I take, I know it's for the finished product that Michael Glassman designed, with input and with some adjusting as time goes on. But it really streamlined everything, that all my plans for this new blank property. So here's a couple clips of when Michael Glassman came to this property when I had just moved in and we started in on the planning and design process.
We have all been waiting for this day. I'm so happy you're here.
I'm happy to be here. This is a diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
What I actually, kind of the theme that I would go for here is country romance. I see this place there.
love it.
Yeah, and I know your association with perennials, proven winners, and everything, which is perfect.
Yeah.
Which is perfect.
Yeah.
So I see this more
Did you hear
as so I see this as country romance. And then I watched your video, and you had talked about doing this as a parterre garden.
What do you think?
I hate that idea.
Okay. Do you have any other ideas?
Oh, I absolutely do. I would like to do kind of where the palm tree is in front of here, kind of a slight mounded area.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Jason, look at that.
Whoa. And I'll tell you, the big change I want to do here is I want the gazebo to be white. Build 4, 6 of them. Put it, you've already got drainage here.
Oh my God, hold on. Let my brain catch up to you. This is incredible. Oh my God, that is incredible.
Pottery World special.
Pottery World, yeah. Pottery World is in Sacramento, you guys, so.
So, I mean, that would be, because again, we're sitting here, living wall, the sound of water out there. We've got this really fun parterre garden. I mean, it works. It doesn't. And the one reason I like that is the olive trees with the lavender, with the crepe myrtles.
Yes.
This all fits. Yes. Is the zigzag planter kind of funky? Sure. But you know what? We're going to make it a wow funky so that when it's done, people are going to go, oh my God, I love that.
And it's going to have a story to it.
It's going to have a story behind it.
Let me show you the before photo of what the zigzag planter used to look like.
Right.
So this appeases everybody. So people were doing hashtag team zigzag planter on the comments. So this is going to take those hashtag team zigzag planters. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank
Give
you.
me a hug. Oh.
So I do have a Michael Glassman design playlist, and it has his garden, it has the other gardens he designed, and then the whole process he went through with me and my property. And so you all can kind of see, if you're local, go with Michael Glassman. He's so fantastic and he's so wonderful, but you can kind of get an idea of what working with a landscape designer or architect entails and what it involves. So I think that it was really enlightening for me because I didn't know what it meant. It was in my situation, Michael Glassman and his team really backed off on the plant selection for me because I'm so plant heavy. I like picking my own plants, and they really focused on the design and the hardscape. But it was just so interesting how much you could work with landscape designers, a good landscape designer like Michael Glassman, how much you can work with them and bounce ideas off of each other. And eventually they know what you want. They know before you know what you want in your garden. So it was a huge, memorable moment meeting Michael Glassman and having him come and design my garden and coin the term for me, country romance, which is the theme of this property. And I just love him so much. And so I'm hoping there's a lot more fun stuff with Michael Glassman coming up in 2024. So the next moment of 2023 that I want to share with all of you is an inspiration moment, I want to say. It has to do with Michael Glassman. Michael Glassman introduced me to his good friend, Donna Billick. Donna is an artist who blends nature with art. That is her goal. That is what she always works towards with her pieces. And so Donna she took me to her studio and she showed me some of her pieces, but then she took me to our local arboretum, which is the UC Davis Arboretum, and showed me a piece that she worked on called Nature's Gallery. And Nature's Gallery was this is this art installation at our arboretum, and it's this beautiful curved wall with all these tiles of plants that thrive in our area, and each plant is connected to the next one, either by, it grows next to each other, or they're symbiotic, or there's pollinators that need both of them to thrive and to live. And so there's little tiles of pollinators as well. And it was just the most inspiring thing I had seen that year. It gave me goosebumps when I went and I visited Nature's Gallery. It was so incredible to me. And I think the reason why it was so incredible is because I learned gardening from YouTube. That is actually where I learned gardening. I learned gardening from all the gardening YouTubers, the OGs who have taught us everything and taught us so much. but it is also a worldwide platform. So it's very hard for somebody across the country or across the world to talk to me about my local landscape and my local biome and plants that thrive here. So I think it's really important. I think it's great that YouTube can spread the word across the world, but I think it's also really important to hunker down and to think about your area and your local landscape and your local climate and get inspired by what thrives in your area. And so this Nature's Gallery piece actually inspired a project that I'm working on with Proven Winners, which is my Best for the West project. And this came to me after I went to Nature's Gallery, and I thought, hey, we have this fantastic company that I work for, Proven Winners, but that, you know, we need to really focus on different areas of the United States, really the West Coast, which is where I live, and which of those plants are going to thrive for us over here in the West Coast. So Nature's Gallery inspired my Best for the West project, and now I am turning my orchard garden in my front yard to my Best for the West garden, and I'm so excited to get going on it. So take a look at some of the Nature's Gallery clips with Donna Billick.
Donna!
Can you see
my goodness!
the plants, how they inspired the students? So each one of these is labeled so that they can retrieve what it is. This is like a lavender plant.
Lavender. Oh,
You can see the opuntia, the cactus.
isn't this incredible? Talk about combining nature, education, art. It's all right here.
It's all right here.
It's all right here.
And the thing is this piece was done in 2012. And it's in exactly the condition as when we. So
Just
these
like
are
Wes was
immortal
saying.
mediums.
Yes.
These are the ones that artifacts come from. So the way that this project started is we got their skill sets together and we had them do the insect related to the plant.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice the
So,
insects.
yeah, the insects were a way. My job was to format this piece so that we could make them into panels that the students could execute in one
Oh my goodness.
quarter.
You guys can't see, but my mouth is open. This is incredible.
All right, moving right along. So another memorable moment, I should say a memorable 3 weeks of my year was I had a very big trip to the Midwest, to Michigan and to Ohio. And that trip was with Proven Winners, but it was also to go visit Cultivate. It was so amazingly incredible. I had the most fun. I went and I visited Spring Meadow that does the shrubs for Proven Winners. I visited 4-Star that does the annuals for Proven Winners. I visited Walter's Gardens. I visited Tracy from Plaid and Poppies, her beautiful garden, and she works closely with Walter's Gardens for Proven Winners. I visited Garden Crossing. I went to Cultivate and met so many incredible, amazing people. I had the most fun on that trip. It was, I mean, really, they should advertise that area as like a little gardener's getaway because there was so much fun things to see every day. And I know I missed a lot of them as well. So I just had the absolute best time. And I think the best way to show you all is just to show you clips of my trip. It was a whirlwind, but it was so much fun. I am actually in Cultivate. It is the horticulture industry's biggest event. I think the coolest thing is the new plants that they have to show everybody. Look who I ran into. So Erin from The Impatient Gardener, she is just the best of the best. Hey, Brad. Brad from Garden Evolution. I swear, I'm running into so many cool people. We are at the Monrovia booth right now. We're still at Cultivate, it's a little bit later. Look who it is! How are you doing? Are you having fun?
Yeah, doing lots to see, that's for sure.
So much to see. Welcome back. It is another packed fun day at the Proven Winners Creators Retreat here in Michigan. This would be perfect in California. Okay, here's Ambrose with Garden Obsessions. Yes,
YouTubers out here.
we're doing our jobs, right?
Out here.
I love it. It's beautiful. It's so inspiring. It's really, really, it's beautiful. It's so pretty here. So inspiring. It's just so much fun. I think you all can tell how excited I am about today. She needs no introduction. Tracy from Plaid and Poppies.
Thank you. It's so nice to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. So we are on the Proven Winners Creators Retreat through Spring Meadow Nursery. Tracy has been here. We actually did a whole tour of your garden today with everybody.
All these have reseeded on their own.
Oh my goodness.
Even all that.
Tracy, it looks like you planted it.
No, I did not. I promise. Look at tag.
Guys.
Do they have a tag in there?
And do you see all the pollinators? Can you guys see them flying around?
Well, I appreciate you having me. This is an honor to be asked to tour the garden.
So the next big moment of 2023 is actually launching my Dig Plant Water Repeat merchandise. So before I launched my website, my merchandise that is for sale on my website, I actually used a drop ship company to do some of my merchandise. And so what a drop ship company is where you purchase one of my shirts and a company makes it to order and then sends it out to you. And the reason why drop ship companies are great is because it takes a lot of the risk off of me and makes it so that I don't have to pre-order a bunch of sizes and a bunch of shirts and send them out myself and all that kind of stuff. So that's great, but then it also suffered, in my opinion, this is my opinion, the quality can suffer. And I was having a lot of trouble with the company I was working with, and they were, the quality was not great, and they were sending shirts out really, really late, like 2 months late. Those of you who dealt with that, I'm very, very sorry that you dealt with that. So I almost just kind of just cut merchandise and said, absolutely not. But then my friend Courtney, who helps me out with so much stuff now, she kind of took on my merchandise, and she is like a pit bull. Like she is, I want this perfect and I want it right and I want to do it and I want it for this price. And that is the only way that this could have worked out, because she went above and beyond. She found the softest shirts. She made sure the quality was perfect. She made sure everything she ordered was the right price, all that kind of stuff. And so really it's thanks to Courtney that I was able to launch my website, my shop on my website, and sell all this merchandise. And then it was thanks to all of you for supporting me and purchasing the merchandise. And I just want to say thank you all so much. It's been so much fun. I've been able to sell shirts and hats and sweaters. And for Christmas, I had ornaments and I had water bottles, and it's just gone so much better than I ever thought. And this room, this is it. This is, this is the extent. Like Courtney and I were in here packing up Christmas boxes with Christmas music playing in the background, and it was just so much fun. But it's just been so great, and we've had such a fun time, and I'm so excited for the upcoming year to add new products. Like we're gonna do Valentine's Day, and we're gonna do Mother's Day gift boxes, and new colors and all that kind of stuff. So let's watch a couple clips right now on the launch of my merchandise for Dig Plant Water Repeat. Two really fun announcements for you all. My website where I am selling Dig Plant Water Repeat merchandise is finally live, but I really wanted to get the merchandise right. So on my website, Dig Plant Water Repeat, in the shop page, I will be selling Dig Plant Water Repeat hats, Dig Plant Water Repeat shirts, Dig Plant Water Repeat stickers and bumper stickers. Then we have these beautiful shirts. They come in 3 different colors. I am wearing the stone color right now. They are gorgeous. They are soft. They are unisex, so they fit men and women. For men, they fit true to size. For women, they're a little bit loose, so if you like wearing loose shirts like I do, go ahead and get your normal size. If you like them a little bit tighter, go ahead and size down. So that is a big thank you to all of you, because this wouldn't have happened if it weren't for you all supporting me, supporting my channel, supporting my family, supporting my business. So a huge thank you to all of you, and stay tuned for 2024, because we're gonna have even more fun stuff. We're gonna have Valentine's Day, we're gonna have Mother's Day gift boxes, we're gonna have new colors and all that fun stuff. And I'd love to hear in the comment section down below any requests or anything that you all have. I'm writing, I'm getting getting some emails with requests and stuff like that, so I'm writing them down. So when it comes time to start ordering some new merchandise, I have, I kind of have a wish list of all those things. So big thank you to all of you for making that such a fantastic moment for us. Okay, almost done. We're getting close to the end of the year. The next big moment was in August, and that was moving into this new property. So I had no plans at the beginning of 2023 to move. I seriously had no plans. I had thought about it in the back of my mind and thought, we're kind of growing out of this house, my old place. If those of you who had seen my garden, videos of my garden, it was getting a bit full. I would say that's probably an understatement, but it was definitely getting a bit full, and I was running out of room, and my daughters were running out of room. They had really small rooms in that last property. So we knew that the time was coming, but I did not know that it was going to be in 2023. So this property came on the market, and I remember talking to my kids, and they said, "Oh, let me see it," and I showed them pictures, and they said, "We want to move there. And had they not said that, we would have pushed it off and waited. But this property was just too perfect. It had a huge garden for me. It had plenty of room for my daughters and room for them to kind of grow into as they get into their teenage years. It was close enough to our town where they could still go to their old school. It was really, really great. It was just meant to be. So we jumped on it and we moved out here in August, and it's been so fantastic. It's been a whirlwind, but it's been so much fun. So here's a video of my very first garden tour at our new property.
Hi everyone, Janie here. Welcome to my new garden. This is our new house. We just took possession yesterday, and we are so very excited. So today I wanted to show you all around the garden. This is a work in progress, so bear with me, but I can see the potential of this place. I am so excited about it. It is about 0.8 of an acre. So plenty of space for me. I was living on 0.2 or 0.17 of an acre actually at our old property. So honestly, 0.8 of an acre sounds like so much space for me. A long driveway right here. And then there also is like this circular portion of the driveway right there. So you can see that kind of makes a center island garden, which I am going to be planting in. So this whole hedge right here, the purpose of this being here is to hide this. Wah, wah. It's so frustrating. I think that's a Chinese pistache, which is incredible. So incredibly exciting. So excited about it.
It is amazing. I cannot believe, looking back on that video, that wasn't that long ago. That was in August. And we've made so many changes. It's so good to see. And this is why I always say, take pictures every month or take a video every month, because you will actually see so many changes in your property, so many changes in your garden that you might not notice. Like even now, I'll look out into my garden and think, I haven't done anything. I haven't done enough. But looking at that video, I've done a ton. We've had so many changes, and it's been so fun, and it's been so exciting. And I cannot wait for 2024 because there's gonna be even more fun stuff. Okay, so the very last memorable moment, it's definitely memorable. I think you all might know what I'm gonna say. That is my injury to my foot when I was cleaning up the yard. And it's not so much my injury. My injury was very memorable, but it's more of what my family did and what my friends did after my injury. I mean, Jason taking over my channel. Do you remember that video, you guys? So I was knocked up on pain pills inside, lying on the couch, and he took my phone and he took it outside and he did a little tour just to kind of keep my channel going while I was down and out, and then Robbie coming and helping me plant things, my parents coming, helping me plant things, my daughters, like everybody came and everybody helped out, and it just made me feel so special and so loved. So it was a horrible thing to hurt my foot, and it was such a annoying, huge injury because I had to have surgery for it, and I actually have to have surgery at the end of the month again. But we'll get into that. But it was so memorable because of my friends and my family and my loved ones. And honestly, all of you all, your response and your sweet messages and cards and everything that you sent me, you guys, it was just so much fun. So it was this silver lining of this horrible injury where I couldn't garden for a long time, but I still felt loved, and it was still something that I felt like I needed to see. So let's take a look at Jason taking over the channel and doing a beautiful job on describing plants.
That one or just that one?
I just did this one, but I fell on this one. Well, that hurt really bad. I stepped on a rock, a big rock, and I twisted my right foot, and then I stuck my left foot out to try and catch myself, but I had already like kind of halfway gone to the ground, and I think I sprained my midfoot. That's like a midfoot sprain. So the worst thing is I feel really bad for Jason because he just had to water my plants while I was sick with COVID, and now he has to water my plants again, so.
Hi everyone, Jason here. Welcome back to our garden. Let's see here. Spacing 3 to 4 feet, 2 to 3 feet tall and wide. Cool, yeah, that's why they're spaced out like that. I think I know what these are. I think these are yarrow, because I think I heard Rob say that when he was planting these. Firefly Peach Sky. Just interesting names. Achillea, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that's yarrow. So, okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a chance to get in your garden today.
Don't you just love that? I love that I have that on film. I love it, love it, love it so much. So anyway, that is my 2023 year in a nutshell, and I should say in one video. Lots of memorable moments, and most of you were all there with me for all these moments, and I had so much fun, and I can't believe all that happened in 1 year, and I'm so excited for 2024. I think it's gonna be even more fun and even more interesting things happening, and I just can't wait. So thank you all. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.